going on, everybody? What's going on? Going on? Come on, shine in on me. Come on in. Come on in. As I, as we get ready for this Bible talk, Bible talk conversation on point today. I apologize for that back feed going on. As we get ready for this Bible talk conversation, I hope that you've been with us as we go through. We still talking about leading from the second chair. I hope that y'all's been following us on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. You can catch our previous conversations that we had on this topic. You can catch our Sunday service. You can catch a lot of things on our, as far as Word Restoration Ministries on this. So we hope that you've been paying attention, following us, liking us, sharing us, putting your comments in. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment section on our Facebook page. For our YouTube, you can leave a question. All our information is on there. If you want to sow a seed, you can sow it at Word Restoration Ministries on the Giveify app. Which is a nonprofit organization, which will help you, guide you, lead you, and show you that we are a nonprofit organization. Or you can cash app us. You can cash app us at Money Symbol 313 WRM. Again, cash app us at Money Symbol 313 WRM, or you can go to the Giveify app. Okay. And you'll search for Word Restoration Ministries in Detroit, Michigan. Okay. Look. We got a great lesson up on today. We got a great lesson. We're going to talk about something. I'm going to ask you some questions on today, as far as what type of leadership style that do you have? Do you know the type of leadership style you have? And do you identify when people are using different types of leadership styles? Can you understand what they are doing? What type of leader they are at that point in time? Let's go into that. Let's go into that. Let's go into the lesson. Okay. I hope that this will be a blessing unto you. Like I said, first I want to give an honor to our Bishop Doris Scott. Love her to pieces. Continue to pray for her. Continue to uplift her as she continue to go forth in this season. Pray for her. Trust and believe. Please pray for our leader. Okay. Pray for our leader. Let's go. We're in our fourth lesson. This is a 20-week lesson. 20 weeks. Do you know 20 weeks? 20 weeks, a 20-week lesson. Trust and believe. I put a lot of time and effort into these lessons. I've been working very hard, making sure I prepare this properly and present it to you properly as well. So come on. I want y'all to invite someone as we get ready for this lesson. Trust and believe. I'm not going to be with you not that long. I am not one of those preachers saying, give me 5 more minutes and I preach 20 more. No, not me. This is what I'm going to do. I'm putting myself on the timer. I got myself on the timer regardless. Okay. But I want to go into the lesson for we can do this properly. Okay. That's what I want to do. I want us to do this properly. All right. Hold on. Where are y'all? I don't see ya. Okay, there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and go into this. All right. We are embarking here in the state of Michigan, in a lot of states, right now, getting ready for, election season. Here in the state of Michigan, we got a woman governor who has been serving here in the state of Michigan. Her and her family, they over the last 4 years as her being governor. She had to deal with a pandemic. She had to deal with being potentially kidnapped and all these other things. Um, and we have seen uh, in the past practice of other governors where they never have to deal with the scrutiny and the things that she's dealing with. I'm not telling you who you vote for. All I'm saying is we are gearing up throughout the United States. A lot of states are gearing up for the midterm, getting ready for a lot of voting to take place, a lot of swing states, and pretty much everyone leadership is on trial. And everyone who disapprove of uh, Grant Holmes' leadership, they're going to vote against her. But those who see that she has stand with the time, stand in as a leader, showing to being a great example, they're going to vote for her. So, which brings me to what the 5 major leadership styles, which is great because I just got my absentee ballot today and I filled it out. I feel great. Voted, put all who I want to vote for, did a little research on that, on some of the people, because I recognized the name, but I didn't recognize their record. Uh, exactly what they would do and what they have been voting for. So I got a chance to do that with the absentee ballot, and I filled it out. I'm going to drop it off, take a little walk, and go drop it off in the mailbox. Or I'm going to have my wife do it. Which one you think is going to happen? Anyway, that ain't the point. That is not the point. There are five. Okay, I learned this in one of my classes. I had a business etiquette class that I took about last year around this time, and they talked about the 5 major leadership styles. Okay, and all of them are identified. Okay, and we're gonna go through them. Okay, all right. Uh, 5 major leadership styles. Okay, Alex fear leadership, French for a letting people do as they choose. A person who's lackadaisy, as a leader. Have you ever been under a type of management or been under a supervision where you've seen a manager, you wonder how did they get their position because they can't manage anything. They didn't really care what the employees do. Typically, their level of productivity is not that good, but they faithful, they committed, so they gave them the spot. Okay. Let's talk about that. Alex Lerser leadership, well, that's what I call it. Okay. It's a hands-off approach. Be a typical yields to low results because the leader does not directly supervise the employee. Deciding decision making is left to the employees with no type of guidance from leadership. Employees are expected to diagnose and resolve issues on their own. Can be effective in situations where the employees are both motivated and capable to work on their own, but is usually not the case. Okay, that's one of the leaderships, and which one of the leaderships we're talking about right now, and which you can identify. Or do you have these type of characteristics in your leadership? Or have you seen these type of characteristics in a leader in ministry or leading a a department or leading an auxiliary, just leading? Or this could be even more implying into relationships. Doesn't make decisions, but like the person should make their own. Really got a hands-off approach about things. Really just don't really engage on problem solving. One of my job at my job, one thing like I told y'all before, one thing I know that I'm good at, there's no question, no doubt in my mind, is problem solving. Problem solve. I love problem solving because everyone comes to me with a problem. I come with a solution. There's always a solution. It not might be the one you want to hear. Not might be the one that is cost efficient, or it might not be the one that is going to get the popular vote. But me, I make those hard decisions, and I'm the one who usually make those hard decisions. And I stick to it, and that's the bottom line. I love problem solving, but this type of leader does not have that type of skill set of problem solving. He or she leaves the problem unresolved and allow the people to deal with the situation. Think about that. How many times you seen in church where you seen the leadership, or in business, or at a Walmart or a Target or at a Sam's Club, whatever the case may be, wherever you may be, you see that things are going on the floor and leadership does not address it. It shows I don't care. I'm just here for the paycheck. That's dangerous in the kingdom. That's dangerous in business, and it's definitely dangerous in a relationship. Can't have that mindset. Again, if you're not following us on YouTube, go to World Restoration Ministries, go to my own personal page of Congress of Servants. Check us out on the podcast and everything, and Congress of Servants on Apple, all of it. You'll get all this information, okay? That's dangerous. Gerald, you see that a lot at work? Come on, bro. A lot? You see that a lot at work, Gerald? Come on. No, bro. Not for real. Not a lot. You see that a lot, Gerald? But that's dangerous, because now when you see those type of situation, that type of environment, you start creating a culture where people is not going to respect you, or people don't respect the management. When they don't respect the management, they don't respect the ownership. Well, let me go further on. They don't respect the senior management, or then they don't respect the owner, because it's the fact they're a representation of the company. Just like in church, just like in ministry, when you have poor leadership, you are a direct representation of the owner and the founder, which we all know is our Lord and Savior, our Father, Jesus Christ. He never, ever, ever, ever not dealt with the people. When I say the people, I'm talking about, I'm going to use this in business terms. Please bear with me. I'm using a lot of business terms, but that's where I'm at right now. The consumer. When he dealt with his leadership, he dealt with them individually. Well, they dealt with them on their own. Every time Jesus had a miracle, guess what happened? He had spent more time with the disciples, and as far as with the teaching, and what as far as the teaching and how things should be done. When things were happening on the fly, he addressed them in the situation, right in the heat of the moment. Y'all ain't talking. Leadership is not afraid. Is not afraid to teach, because every moment that happens in ministry, in your business, in your day of work, in your relationship, is a teachable moment. I'm sounding like a teacher. A teachable moment. Everything you deal with, everything that you're facing in your leadership role, in despite of in your relationship, in business, in the marketplace, or in ministry, is a lesson learned. I hope that you're getting this. All right. Let's go to the next one, because I told you I ain't gonna be with you on, but I want you to ponder this. Now, once we start having face-to-face, trust and believe, I got some activities to go with these lessons, this lesson plan. So we're gonna come back to it, okay? Now let's go to this. The second type of leadership is the authority. He's totally opposite than the Alexi Daisy person. Like, remember, I told you that's my word for it. The Alexi Daisy leadership. Okay. This leader has total control over all decisions and allow very little input from the employees or team members. Ooh, do we know some people like that? This type of leader is disliked by their employees, which stifles creativity and can lead to high turnover rates. Oh, you know about those places. How many times you been to a place you see a high turnover rate? Places you work. You might be working at a place right now that has a high turnover rate. Or you might be in a ministry where you see there's a high turnover rate. People don't want to talk about high turnover rate in ministry. That's a number that people don't want to pay attention to. And I've been paying attention to a lot of things as far as when it comes to ministry and how we should really look at the turnover rate. We should really look at that. How many people that come in your ministry ends up coming, leaving, or comes, stays, and then leave, all within 6 months? Just evaluate that. Now, this person who has the authority usually is more of a micromanager, a dictator. Where I feel in the moment is that's how it's going to feel in, as far as how it's going to be on the floor or how it's going to be in ministry. I'm giving you two. I'm giving you the business. I'm giving you the ministry side. Everything got to run through me. I have the final approval of everything. When we having a meeting, a staff meeting, or we having a church meeting, everything must go through me. If it ain't my idea, we're not doing it. Stunts the growth and the creativity in ministry. Stunts the growth and creativity in your business. When you have those type of leadership in place. This is this guy, which brings me to the last point number D. This is this guy at my job. He used to be at my job. I love this guy. I enjoyed him, but many people didn't like him. I enjoyed him. Like I said, I enjoyed him, but many people didn't like him. This is the reason why. Because he had a military style. Yeah, number D. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, number D. Last point. Number D. This style makes sense in few cases. This style may only work. The only way I see this work is in military. We rocking with you because you said it. Yep, you're right. Only reason why we doing this is because you said it. And right now, I'm just talking about my place of employment. Right now, in my place of employment, right now we are under this leadership. This guy is totally not allowing his leadership lead. He's dictating everything. It don't make sense. What's the point of having leaders in place? People that is getting paid or knows that position, and you still oversee what they do and like, no, we're not doing that way. We got to do it this way. Watch that spirit in the church. Watch it. When Jesus talks to the people and even talk to his leadership, I'm talking about his 12, he dealt with them in love. When he critiqued them, guess how he did it? He did it with love and kindness. He gave them chances to create on their own. He asked their opinion. He was trying to bring out the level of creativity. He was trying to employ unto them that they are better than what they are. He was pouring into them and pushing them in their roles. Because he knew, like everyone, I don't know if we got Bible readers on it, but when Jesus was dealing with disciples, he taught them like, hey, I'm not always going to be around. I need you to know how to do this, X, Y, and Z. You see what I'm doing? I need you to pick up on that and lead where I left off. He said, hey, I didn't have many days. Hey, this is only short term. Come on, I hope this has been a blessing to you. Again, if you want to sow, go to our Cash App, money symbol 313 WRM, or you can go to the Giveify app at Word Restoration Ministries in Detroit, Michigan, not in Alabama, okay? Not in Florida, in Detroit, Michigan, the Word Restoration Ministries on Giveify app, okay? Let's go to the next one, Gerald. Let's go to the next one. Thank you for being here, Gerald. I really appreciate it, Gerald. Thank you for coming in, all right? I hope this has been good to you. Okay, this leader I enjoy. A lot of times when you look at over these 5 different types of style of leadership, okay, a lot of times you will find yourself in multiple areas. Like, I got that type of style, I got this type of style. I understand that. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I do that. Okay, I understand that. That's good. That's good. I like you could. That's that type of leadership style. I understand. But this one right here is kind of a blend between, like I told you right before, the very first one, I like Daisy leadership, and then the authority leadership. Okay, actively encourage participation from the employees in decision making, but then the leader makes the final decision for the group. All members of the team bring ideas to the table. Employee morale is generally higher as they fully value and respect it. This style does not work well when it comes to decision that must be made quickly. Participation process takes time. I understand. Yeah, I believe in this, but a lot of times when we in the I believe this worked fine and dandy in the in ministry. You have to have that type of leadership style. There are going to be moments, though. This style is going to be ineffective. Yes, I said it. There are going to be moments and seasons where this style is going to be ineffective in ministry. There's going to be seasons. When I say that there's going to be certain moments, I'm talking about when it comes to decision making. There are going to be moments where you have to make decisions on the fly, and you cannot go and present it to a board and ask their approval or get their thoughts and ideas. Yes, this is great to build a morale. Yes, it's great to create synergy. That's the word that I want to imply here, synergy. Yes, you are allowing your people at the table, your leadership, your senior leadership, to come to the table and be creative and have ideas flowing, bringing it to the table. And you're presenting opportunity to everyone to say, hey, this is what's going on. What's your opinion about it? But there's going to be some moments, just like in life, just like in the marketplace, where this right here is not going to be most inclusive and most effective because of real-time problems that comes needed real-time decisions. Now, look, I love this. I love this. I believe some of these characteristics, these points is needed, okay, of being a great leader, okay? Some of these things are great. The encouragement, allowing people to have a voice at the table, keeping the morale high, making sure everyone is feeling valued. That is very important, especially in the ministry, especially in business. Let's go to the ministry part. Why is it important? Everyone is important to the body of Christ. Everyone is important in your at the church, at the ministry, at the temple, because everyone plays a role, and your role is very important. I don't care you a pew member. What I mean by a pew member, a person just comes into the building, sit down, listen to worship, and walks out. You are important to the body of Christ. You are very key into that ministry. It's the job of the leader to take that pew member to activate what's in them, what they don't see. Y'all get that later. It is my job as a leader, when I see you as a pew member, to challenge you. Now, I went from participation. Yeah, you caught that. Yeah, you caught that. Yeah, Gerald. You caught that. But anyway, that wasn't for you. That was for you, Gerald. I mean, I'm just talking what I'm talking about. But it's my job to challenge you to be more than what you see yourself be, what your environment may be, what you may think you are, or think to be. That's when you will come from this to a different type of phase of a leadership. Okay? Let's go to the next one. I hope that one was a good one. Again, like I said, once we get face to face, we're gonna go over and do some activities, because I have activities for each one of these, and I guarantee you it'll be a blessing to you, because we go more in depth. Virtual is great. That's great. I love it. You know, it's something quick, can teach for everyone to get together. But I believe being in person when it comes to leadership class, and when it comes to training, I believe it's more in person, because you need to be in the room to get what you need to ask the questions that you need to ask. Anyway, all right. Say it again, Gerald. Hold on. Say that again. I'm sorry. You say you can switch. You're welcome. I believe this type of leadership. I call that. Yeah, you can switch. Brandon, or leadership. Okay. Yeah. You got switch. You got to switch to brand of leadership. Yes. All right. Oh, sorry. I went too far. All right. We're going to the fourth type of leadership. Okay. The fourth type. All right. Yeah. Brand of leadership. I got you, homie. Don't worry about it. I got you, Gerald. Now this type of leadership. Okay. A lot of times you start seeing a lot of people go into this, which, like I told you, I believe each one of these different types of style of leadership is needed in certain parts, and depending on who you're dealing with. Except for the first one. I don't like the first one. That lackadaisy leadership. No. That's not me. I don't like that. But you have those type of leaders who's not hands-on, who don't like to be participative, who doesn't build a morale, build around, doesn't care about problem solving or anything like that. I don't like that. That's not me. That's just me. I don't like, no, not me. Okay, incorporate rewards and punishment in exchange for employee performance. Sound like Amazon. I mean, it sound like a lot of companies. Okay. Leaders provide direction, oversight, and then reviews the employee performance in meetings and their goals. Reward slash punish employees for meeting or failing to meet projected goals. And last one, and not least, I would say that's Amazon 100%. My bad. I wasn't trying to show a dig, Amazon. I ain't trying to do that. I would love for you to go ahead and sponsor us here on our talk. Here we go. A more passive style of leadership in that it does not encourage out the box thinking. Woo! Now, some ministries do this. What I mean that by is there are some ministries when you're on their leadership role, they expect you to pay your tithe. They expect you to be there. Okay. And they expect you to perform as far as doing your duties. You know, they expect that. There's certain churches that are who are there that does that. When they do that, they feel like it's a transactional thing. Like, I get this out of you, you get this out of me. You might as well just leave the money on the counter. Whatever you do for me, I will do for you. Whatever you don't do for me, then I don't know you. I shun away. Get mad at you. Very passive leadership style. We know a lot of if you have been in the workforce, you probably have been seeing this type of style of leadership or ownership, being under part of that type of ownership, where they give you projected goals and you got to meet those goals. I used to work at a call center. I used to work at a call center. At this call center, they told us after our 2 weeks of training, so I'll take that back. It was a month of training. All right, within the first week, you need to be at 70%. And you need to be meeting these amount of type of calls, and you should be at this particular amount of time being on the phone. And you must upsell. Well, they didn't push upsell. By the third week, they talk about upselling. One of the companies I used to work for was Verizon call center, and they always talk about upselling. Always taking a person, customer, whoever calls in, whatever plan they in, or whatever phone they have, take them out of that and have them resign, pretty much. And they gave you a goal by end of the week. Actually, no, they gave me a goal by end of the day and a certain number by the end of the week. And if you reach it, you get, incentives. You get an extra $100 on your check, or they give you some gas cards or stuff like that. But if you do not meet the goal, but you come to work every day, they punish you. How do they punish you? They usually like try to do certain things like shorting your breaks or critiquing your calls or always putting you on blast in front of other employees. I'm just talking about my past experience when I was working at a call center. Okay, that's the only thing I'm talking about. Okay, and there are certain ministries, if you do not perform or you do not participate or you do not pay your tithe, they look down on you. Like, oh, okay, they did, they don't. Okay. Now, sometimes, like I said, each of these leadership styles do work in on certain ways, in certain points, in certain seasons. Okay. There's no way that you always going to be at this type of leadership style. Your leadership style always changes. Because you know why? Because you always change as an individual. All right. Now let's go to this. In Ephesians 3:20, which is one of our main scriptures that we've been coming from during this lesson, is this. It says, now to him who is able to do far more abundantly than all that we can ask or think, according to the power at work within us. That's the English Standard Version. Okay, remember, leadership is an ability, the talent or skill to influence, to follow an action, an idea, a standard, a vision, or a goal. I don't think you understand that. Leadership is the ability, a talent, or a skill to influence people to follow a act, an idea, a standard, or a vision, or a goal. John Maxwell, which who I told you is one of the Bibles I've been reading out of as far as when it comes to leaderships. I have a couple of his leadership Bibles, and he talks about leadership ability is the lead that determines a person's level of effectiveness. Okay. I didn't mean to say lead, I mean say led. Okay. Leadership ability is the lead that determines a person's level of effectiveness. All right, let's go to the last one. The last fifth and final one. Okay. Transformational leadership. Okay. Creates vision for employees or team and communicates it often. Ooh. I know, Jared, I remember you saying you like the third one. What about this one? I don't know, Gerald. You still there? I hope you. I think this one might be more what you need right here. Okay, that creates vision for his employees. His are the people that follows him in ministry. The team and often communicates with them. You know what is funny? People always talk about communication is always key. Like a lot of people say that communication is always key. Communication is important. Communication. But all these people will keep saying communication is key, but at the same time, they got to understand comprehension and willing to listen and follow is important as well. All right, let's go on, people. I don't want to start on that. And identifies the need for change, then becomes the agent for change through inspiration and motivation. Gerald, you remember that? There's some change need to happen. So what I'm going to do is not dictate, be a dictator. Or I'm not going to be lackadaisy about it. Or I'm not going to be passive about it. Or I'm not going to say, okay, here's a reward if we go through this, if we got to go through this change. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be that leading example. I'm going to be inspiration. I'm going to motivate. Promotes employee morally and inclusive within the group. I see something's taking place. Let me make sure, Gerald, Mother Marks, whoever else is watching. Strives to understand the strengths and weaknesses of others in order to enable them to be their best. If I know you have a weakness in one area, but I know that person, another person is strong in that area, I'm going to take this opportunity to put you with that person for you can learn from that person. For you don't feel insecure about your weakness, but you feel empowered because it's the fact you're about to learn something new. You're about to learn something that you felt weak in. You felt like now you're about to be better at. Inspires the team to change in order to meet the strategic goals of the organization. Listen, leadership is about change. If you cannot change as a leader, do not be in leadership. I'm going to say this again. If you do not like change, do not get in a leadership role. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to say this differently. Okay? I'm going to say this differently. If you want to open your own business, you want to be an entrepreneur, you got a brand that you want to promote, you got a business or idea or service that you have you have. If you do not like change, do not do it. That's the best advice I can give you right here. That's free. That's free. You can send your tithes and offering this way, okay? Word Restoration Ministries on Giveify, or you can cash app us at money symbol 313 WRM, okay? If you don't like change, don't do leadership. Leadership always happens. Leadership always have to adapt to change and can weather it and be able to adapt to every environment. And must be able, take this, and able to adapt all these different leadership styles. And understand it to identify it in others. I hope this has been a blessing unto you. Told you I'm not going to be with you long. I'm a man of my word. All right. So, what type of brand of leadership you have? You can catch this on YouTube. You can catch this on replay on Word Restoration Ministries Facebook page. I'll post it up to my podcast on the Congress of Servants on Apple, Google Play, Spotify. You can follow us. But you got to identify the different types of brand of leadership you have. It's important. Leadership is in every avenue of your life. Your relationships, your business, at the workplace, and in ministry. It's leadership everywhere. And everyone is called to leadership. In some type of way or form, you are in a leadership role. Again, we're gonna come back next week. We getting down gritty down here, right? We're already at lesson number 4. Now we're at lesson number 5. I'm sorry, I got more to go. All right, 5 practice. Okay, I need y'all to take this. Okay, of learning how to be more effective as far as a transformational leadership. Transformational leadership. Okay, model the way, inspire a shared vision, challenge the process, enable others to act. I want you to say that again. Enable others to act. Encourage the heart. Model the way meaning being the example. Leading the way. There's no way possible you say this place is always dirty, but you never start cleaning yourself. It's funny, once you start doing the act, people will catch on. Your actions speak louder than your words. Okay, inspire and share a vision. Get others to buy into the vision. Three, challenge the process. Don't settle for average. Be inventive. Enable others to act. Delegate authority. There's no way possible for you to do everything. You can't. The people that are around you are there to help uplift you. Okay. Encourage the heart. Keep the people motivated about the vision. All right. All right. Next week, we can go to lesson 5. I hope this has been a blessing to you. Again, it's great to see y'all once again. Lord's willing, we'll see you all again next week. Again, please pray for our Bishop Doris Scott. Pray for me and my family. Pray for Congress servants. Pray for Word Restoration Ministries. Pray for everyone who's connected to Word Restoration Ministries. Again, you can catch this on replay on the Facebook page at Word Restoration Ministries. You can catch this on YouTube on the Word Restoration Ministries page. Please go subscribe and follow on YouTube. Guarantee you'll see some great videos on there. There's some great Bible talk conversations as well. Some of our church services on there. Our Holy Convocation is on there. The musical we had is on there. So look, go back, watch it, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Also, on my personal Congress Service podcast, you can listen to this audio. Listen to this audio on the podcast, which is on all platforms, Apple Podcasts, on Google Podcasts, and on Spotify, just to name a few. Okay. Again, thank you so much. I want you to have a blessed and prosperous week. It's on this Wednesday, week 2 more days to the Wednesday, 4 more days to God's day in the house of the Lord. We'll be at church. Please go to church. Invite somebody. Okay. When you go to church this Sunday, I know it's the summer. But guess what? People still need to be saved, and they're still lost out there. Okay. So invite someone to church, someone who has been broken, those same people that have been bothering you. Okay. Bring them to church. Say, hey, I got a solution to you. Okay. I got a solution. I know you got a problem. I got a solution. Come to church with me in the conversation. Anyway, I digress. I see y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Until next time, I see y'all again. All right. Bye.